shows a rotator cuff tear. It shows some fraying and partial tearing of the front rotator cuff, the subscapularis. But the top rotator cuff has a full thickness tear with some retraction, not to the point where we can't fix it.
What does that mean, retraction?
Where it's the tendon, a tear is where the tendon attaches to the bone.
Right.
And if it tears off all the way, the muscle will start pulling it away slowly from where it's supposed to be.
Okay.
So yours is kind of torn off the front corner and kind of pulled back a little bit, but still tethered by the part that's intact.
Okay.
So what I suspect is over time, if nothing's done about this, it'll just kind of continue to tear and then eventually get to the point where it'll start to retract once there's nothing kind of holding it. The mass there is consistent with a lipoma. There's no fluid in that area or anything. It's just subcutaneous fat. And they had the marker on there. And the radiologist said, I think, that there was no discrete mass, but clearly, that's.
Yeah, I wondered about that because
They don't. I mean, sometimes
discrete.
they can't see. Yeah.
Yeah.
They can't see it, but
Yeah.
the fact that it is surrounding the subcutaneous fat, it's the same consistency as this mass, is a lipoma.
Okay.
So, treatment options for that are, surgical treatment would be rotator cuff repair, and possible biceps tenodesis, which that seems to be involved a little bit, often is from the impingement process. That's usually in the front part. Rotator cuff goes all the way around, but this is usually what's the damage is from impingement, which is the common cause of it.
Right.
The biceps tendon also goes right there in that area, so it often gets involved and gets partially torn or inflamed, and that can be part of the issue. So treatment for the rotator cuff is generally rotator cuff repair, biceps tenodesis, and then decompression, where it kind of create more space around where the rotator cuff lives so that it doesn't occur, the same process doesn't occur again. That's to treat the pain of the shoulder. And then the lipoma, that can be removed as well.
So I was going to ask you about one thing that I read